Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lex, and today we're finally back with some more SV Scarlet and Violet OverUsed Try Hard Ladder. And today we're going to be using a very special team. So on the left, this is the team I made for Mako in the finals of Smogon Champions League. And we're going to be using an edit of this actually. So in OUPL, Batty, who was also on my Smogon Champions League team, used an edit of this team. I think like it has very similar mons: Crown, Tinglu, Pech, Valiant, but instead it became like a Specs Valiant instead of a Calm Mind Valiant. Life Orb Deoxys to add some more speed and pressure instead of Zamazenta. Similar Tinglu, doing Tinglu things, getting up double hazards, and then similar Pech, just spin blocking, nasty potting up. Calm Mind, Terra, Ground Blast Valiant, super sneaky set, like low-key, really annoying because people use things like Goldengos or like Slowking Galars, Pecharunts even to like counter Calm Mind Valiants, and that's not going to happen if you're Terra Ground Blasting them to hell. And then we have a very basic Dragonite set to wrap it up, just to be like a revenge killer with the extreme speed priority, annoy Dragonites, opposing Dragonites, and Glizzies. Sorry, I almost said Gliscor, and I had to catch myself to name its actual name. But yeah, very standard team, honestly, in terms of structure and playability. We're going to see how this does on the top of the ladder. Well, we've decayed a bit, but yeah. All right, game one, we got my boy Parker. I've played him in videos before. I think he is a fellow laxative, using a very strong looking team with Raging Bolt, Dragonite, and then just, you know, a bunch of threats plus Tinglu essentially, which is basically what our team is as well. If you guys enjoy my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already, because we're trying to make our way to 10,000 subscribers by the summer. That's a goal Blunder set for me, and I was like, I don't know if that's possible, but we're gonna try. All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. I mean, Lead Tinglu looks so good. Like the Ruination versus this structure especially is just so free. Deoxys looks like a really strong aggressive breaker. Crown, not too useful, honestly. Like only if we force Goldengo to Terra, assuming it's not Scarf. But Crown really won't be doing anything in this matchup, I think. Like it actually loses to basically everything, unless we get on a Great Tusk, of course. But yeah, let's just lead Tinglu. They lead Goldengo. Could just be going for a trick on us. I think we probably Earthquake. Oh wait, we don't have Earthquake. What am I saying? I think we just get up Rocks. I think it's super greedy, but I think Rocks is fine. Okay, that looks to be a Specs Goldengo. So now we're going to get a Ruination off on whatever comes in. It turns out to be Great Tusk. We are Helmet Tinglu. So I'm actually kind of down to click Spike here. Okay, they have close combat. Could be Scarf Great Tusk, because you don't often see like Helmet CC, but if it's double hazard on Lu, which also makes sense, then it's definitely possible. So I said Crown was useless, but honestly, going to it right now looks pretty decent. Because Specs will chip that Tinglu a lot for our Valiant and our Dragonite and our Deoxys, so that might be our play. But if he is Scarf, he'll just get the close combat chip on us. And then we're pretty low, and Crown is going to be Giga useless, so that's also tricky too. Let me think about this. I remember there was a certain point in time where I was recording and I would record lives, and I would think every Tusk is great, not Great Scarf, was Choice Scarf. Sorry, words are lost on me. But I would think every Tusk was Choice Scarf because I like Choice Scarf, and it would never be that. However, I think it might be Deoxys. I kind of like having HP on the Deoxys though, as opposed to Crown. Now let's just Crown. I think clicking Tachyon here is just too free. I don't expect Tinglu to be like a leftover set, like Max Spadef. When it's your only guy on the team that can switch into attacks, you usually go like a mixed defense set. Leftovers Spadef is on more bulky teams is what I would expect. But let's see the damage right now. Okay, so that's definitely max. We do miss out on the 2 kill, but we're just going to spam this. We're going to keep this as low as possible, because we live Earthquake no matter what. Iron Crown is very naturally bulky, and we just want to get this Tinglu low so it can't whirl out our Valiant with the Terra later on. Because Valiant Terra looks really damn good in this game because they have a Raging Bolt. So Terra Ground Blast is absolutely going to smoke it. They also have a Goldengo. Terra Ground Blast will smoke that too. It looks really unstoppable besides Dragonite. And if Dragonite is Terra Fly Blast, I'm saying a lot of Terra and a lot of Blast. But if Dragonite isn't normal, we're chilling versus it too. So let's see what happens. Either way, we're going to go for this chip Iron Crown versus Lou. It actually is a roll to put it into range of 2 KO. And I think it should be 2 KO like no matter what. The roll looks to be about maybe 16 to 20. So as long as we don't roll 16 twice. Okay, it looks like 17 is the min. Okay, no, 16 is the min. So above 16, which means that he was at 33%. And if we're doing 16.5%-ish per hit at minimum, then we're going to 2 KO it. So that's really good for us having Ting Lu gone. Raging Bolt comes in. I'm just going to get this chip with Tachyon. I don't know if this is specs or like a leftover set. Okay, it looks to be spec. So potentially triple choice. Double specs is insane. I don't know what the Tusk set is. I'm going to assume it's Scarf, but our Deoxys should outspeed no matter what. Because every single offensive Deoxys will be at minimum EV to outspeed Great Tusk at +1 after Rapid Spin, which is about 450 speed. So here, I'm pretty confident that Superpower knocks this out. But I want to Psycho Boost in case they go Gold, because Gold can't take a Psycho Boost into Knock. Yeah, that does 37%, and this Life Orb attack invested knockoff is definitely going to knock this away. I didn't mean to say that twice, but you get the idea. It's looking really good for an endgame Valiant sweep, especially if we can get a Raging Bolt to lock in an electric move. Then Valiant actually just gets 2 combines, and it would need to be Terra Normal Dragonite to beat us. Okay, so that goes great. We knock out the gold with knock. Now I can see Dragonite coming in. I can also see Valiant coming in, probably. Either one of those two. Okay, it's actually Raging Bolt. I'm gonna click Psycho Boost here. Okay, we miss. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. That's, it's not great, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Now Tusk is back in. Maybe we pivot to winning the game with Dragonite instead of Valiant. Because I think what Valiant does right now is forces the sack on this, first of all. Forces Dragonite in. Dragonite we can beat with our own Dragonite plus Pech, probably. It's tricky, though. That chip on Bolt would have been nice, because then he has one less sack. Because it would have been knocked out by rocks, but that's fine. I think we can make do with that. Yeah, I think they have to Dragonite. No, like they could Valiant in either Terra or go for the speed tie, but that seems silly. I think they should just Dragonite. They could even Raging Bolt. I'm pretty sure Raging Bolt Thunderclap would knock us out. Okay, Dragonite comes in. We're just gonna click Moonblast. They don't Terra. They're presumably gonna Terra. They're presumably gonna click Terra now. Terra now. That didn't make sense. But if they use Terra, I think we like guarantee win. With our own Dragonite. Yeah, I think we're good. Let me think of the sequencing on this. So Pecharunt first seems a little bit better. Yeah, Pecharunt first is always the play. Like even if they sack Bolt now, I think we're good. Okay, we go for the chain. We get the 50% poison. Such a cheap move. And it self-hits. Okay. That's like the cherry on top. Because now we can just Malignant Chain this. I think it might drop to this. Okay. We get the poison. Do we self-hit? Okay, we don't self-hit. That's fine, though. Oh, no. They could have calm-minded on us. Oh, that would have... I think that might have been their play. But no, Terra E-Speed should always 2KO this. Right? Yep. Easily. Alright, GG to our boy Parker. Fixing the aspect ratio. Oh yeah, we're so decayed right now. Because it's been literally 2 weeks since I recorded a video. for OU ladder, so we're very decayed, but we're still at the top. 1850 is still like really, really high. All right, we have our next game versus Giga. Giga medals, top 3 UU, top 30 OU. Okay, this is a person we need to lock in for. Oh, huh. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, let's look at this matchup. I wish we had Terra Ghost Patch. I think Terra Ghost Patch is like 100% win, but I think it's fine that we're not. This still looks pretty good for us. Depends on the tread. Depends on the tread set. Deoxys looks pretty good though. Like we knock off the Torn, and then Psycho Boost will destroy it. Deoxys actually has no switch-ins, especially if we get a Ruin on the Tinglu. But they do get a very free Kyurem lead here, which is where I would wish to have a red card, but it's fine. Okay. I'm just going to hard crown now. I guess we should keep our HP there. This is looking like an AV Kyurem. Or not. I guess AV Kyurem is switching out. Okay, that's a max spit F treads. That did absolutely nothing. And because we're 1 HP, I'm just going to get this Tachyon chip on him. He's probably going to knock me out with like an Earthquake. Oh, he doesn't. So now it's a roll to knock their treads out. I'm going to go for it. Okay, it's not really a roll. But their treads is 1 HP. And now we can just get a spike up. Yeah, okay. They didn't expect us to be Helm. So now we have another free hazard versus them. Okay, it's Boots Torn. That's fair enough. I'm actually quite surprised about that, but I'm just going to Ruination, just spam this, I guess. I don't mind keeping this Torn really low for the rest of our team. Looks like Nasty Paw Taunt. Okay. I feel like this is a known team, but I'm not really too tapped in for things like that. Okay. Valiant is 100% the win con. But we don't need the speed booster. Well, no, we kind of do. Okay, let's Deoxys. We can just click knockoff now. Into the Tinglu, presumably. This being Boots Torn is really annoying because now it can just revive itself and regen back up. But our Valiant with enough Calm Minds should just win the game. So we're going to try to set that up, which means forcing in the Tinglu with our Deoxys, chipping that low so Valiant can try to sweep. Pecharunt also looks really good, especially if it's an AV bulky Kyurem. We should outspeed it all the time. So we'll see how this plays out. Dragonite's not looking like it's going to end the world, but it looks decent. It can like revenge Tornadus pretty easily. Terra is likely going to be on our Valiant though, so we'll see how this plays out. They're thinking a lot, presumably, on if they should keep Torn or not. I mean, I guess Torn isn't that good for them. Okay, but I was going to say, like, Torn doesn't actually do a lot for them, but it still does, like, they still have the hardest counter to Deoxys possible, aka Tinglu. Alright, let's click Superpower, see how much that does. 43%, not bad. They can just knock us out with Earthquake, yep. This is tricky now, actually. I'm going to try to Dragonite and Ice Spinner to knock it out. The reason we don't go Valiant is it actually isn't a terrible play for them to Terra Whirlwind or Valiant. Okay, Pech comes in. Or not Pech, sorry. Kyurem comes in. I'm wondering if we need Terra on Valiant. Like if we just Dragon Dance Terra right now. How bad that would be. We could also just extreme speed this into range of things. Huh, this is a tricky turn. So Ice Beam is obviously being clicked. Probably AV Kyurem. I think we need to Terra Dragonite. I actually think we do. And I think we just have to figure out the rest. And how we beat Pech. Like, I think our own Pech really has to beat theirs. Alright, in case the Focus Blast, let's just click E-Speed. Okay. Well, we'll never know what their set was exactly. Okay, now we can Petch though. They go for Crunch. We'll just go for a Malignant Chain now. They go to their own Petch. Okay. They're presumably Nasty Plot, right? Yeah. Okay. So we trade Petches. Now they can bring Za back in. And I think they're very clearly going to Terra. So I'm going to Thunderbolt. Yeah, so just get that extra damage plus Para chance. They roar us. We're going to calc their Zama spread and then see if they're defense invested or HP invested. Okay, so Thunderbolt. Okay, so they're definitely defense invested. So it's a very normal Iron Press. I don't know why it has so much in that. Let's just do like, let's just assume something like that. And then how much would it do to a Terra Dragonite? I think we need to Earthquake. Oh, I think we lose. We could get this roll. Okay. And now we need to Valiant and Thunderbolt. I think we need a Para. Yeah, I don't think Thunderbolt into E-Speed is enough. Let's see. Oh my god. No shot. Okay, I'll calc that after to see if we're coping or not. The funny thing is they could still win. No, they can't. Wow. Wow. Okay. I actually feel a little bit bad about that. Let me see. Let me calc though. Okay. Okay, without Para, we 100% lost. Like, we have multiple crit chances and hacks chances versus Za. Like, we could have crit 1, 2, then E-Speed, and then we had Thunderbolt chance, but it was definitely not favored to us. I would guess, like, without doing the full math of odds, the chance of us winning that game at the end there was probably like 25%. Like, really not good. Yeah, I think we fumbled this, honestly. Like, this was not a really well played game, so I actually feel a little bad about hacks in this one, but that's just Pokemon. It is what it is. Let's go on to the next. All right, we have Fanta and McNuggets using an insane looking Psychic Train team. Oh god. Our Tinglu is going to have to work overtime for us. This is terrifying. Okay, but let's just lead Crown. Is this Scarf Hoopa? God, please don't. Okay, thank God. We need Tinglu. I'm not going to risk Tinglu here. I think I'm going to go Valiant. Because Psychic Move's not being clicked. It's Dark Move. Okay. We force a Terra here or they switch out. Okay, nice, nice. That's a great start. Great start. This is red card? Nope, not red card. Not red card. I think we just go back to Crown. Scarf, maybe? I feel like if it was rocks, you click rocks always. Well, I guess nah, you don't want to get Encored into Calm Mind and then you just literally just lose, but yeah, okay, that makes sense. Definitely not that. Okay, we're definitely going to trade versus this Halucha. I'm actually going to make a risky play and go hard Petch. Because I feel like they have to close combat thinking we'll sack that. So now we can just only lose our Pech HP instead of losing a Pokemon plus Pech HP. So that works out. No matter what Iron Crown is, we're going to Whirlwind that guy out. This should be one. This should just definitely be game over. Let's just go for a chain. We're 3 for 3 of Malignant Chain Toxic, but no self hits this time. This time. All right. What are we going first? I guess Dio is kind of cool. Now, we surely want to prevent Valiant from getting a free setup, so we'll just Tachyon. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. This was the main guy that revenged Hoopa that prevents Valiant from getting a free setup. Because Deoxys, we could get locked in on Encore or something. Okay, let's Whirlwind this out. Jesus, we dodged Focus Blast. Getting quite lucky. We'll just get a Spike Up. Then I'll just Hard Crown. I guess we might as well keep Tinglu. Okay, it was Meat Beam. I'm surprised they didn't click it. I think they should have clicked it for sure. But we'll take it. Alright, let's just spam Tachyon. It's not agility booster speed, so it's a pretty free Tachyon click. We'll just sacrifice our crown here. Then he knocks us out. We can go Valiant. We can click Thunderbolt. His own Valiant comes in. We'll just click Moonblast. Swords Dance. Yeah, we can just Moonblast here. And then we can Ting Lu and spam Ruination. Oh, no. No, clicking Ruination on its own is a win because we have Terra normal E-Speed into -1 Valiant. Yeah. Honestly, still pretty close. Like, if this was like... GG. If this was Terra... If that was Terra Ghost SD, which I guess doesn't exist, they could have definitely won it. But they're actually really high with Psychic Terrain. Good for them. GG. Alright, I think we're going to have our final game. And we're facing a different type of terrain. Grassy terrain, so that's interesting. I have to assume it's taunt spam in some way to prevent Tinglu from getting the super free rocks. It can only really rock on King Gambit or Heatran, so I'll have to assume they're going to anti-lead Tinglu, so I'm going to lead Crown. Crown, again, doesn't seem that useful. It's actually Heatran. We'll just go for a Volt Switch, though. Looks like Max Spadef. We'll hard Tinglu, presumably on rocks. Try to click rocks on our own. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. They deny it with Taunt Heatran. We don't have Earthquake anyways, so I just figured this was the best click for us. I'm just going to Ruination here. I say Swords Dance. So missing that first Ruination on the Rilla is a big deal. That's really bad. Could just sack Crown. I mean, I think Crown is beyond useless. We don't want to risk knocking off our Pech. Drain Punch. Wow. Okay. Let's go Pech now then. I guess we'll just chain. Alright, they go Heatran. This is a really annoying matchup actually, because they deny our hazards and we don't have Earthquake. So it's not like we can apply pressure to this Heatran in the first place. Alright, let's just spam Ruination. We can hard Pech this time. They shouldn't Swords Dance. They'll knock us off. Yeah. We'll recover. Okay. They're losing a little bit of HP doing that and also wasting turns. So very interesting. They also just risked their Grassy terrain leaving. That can't be right. Alright. King Gambit in. Part of me wants to chain again on some crazy shit, but I think the King Gambit will just Swords Dance. Yeah. Alright, let's get up our rocks. We should live this, yeah. We have the defense EVs and it's a Fallen Zero King Gambit, so. Now the issue is it's a +2 King Gambit, right? I think we have to Pech and Terra Malignant Chain. Yeah. And then we click it again. Yep. Very curious game right now. Dragonite might just win on the spot because Terras are expended, and he just went Rillaboom. That can't be right. That really can't be right. There's Ice Spinner? What if he knocks me off? Yeah. This can't be right. Do I need to dance again? I can dance twice more. Okay. Halucha comes in. Maybe I should have Ice Spinnered if this encores me. Okay. We will have to knock that out though, because it's going to give Ceruledge a free switch anyways. Okay, we have to hard Valiant. I think we lose. Okay. Well, they have to sneak because they don't want to get encored. So we'll just click Thunderbolt. Or not. They don't give a fuck. Maybe they know our team. Alright, well, we have the Dragonite. Hope we outspeed. Oh, wait. We have No, he's just going to Bitter Blade. Yeah. Yeah, it's game. Wow, this was a fucking weird one. I'm going to be honest. Heatran walling our Ting Lu? Okay, we have to get another one after that. But Heatran walling our Ting Lu is so weird. Okay, now we're facing against a guy actually using my team. Okay, we're just gonna lead Lu. Oh. I think we do just lead Lu. Yeah. I think we just get our hazard up. Get a spike up. Spike hits everything. They knocked us off. That's big. Kind of want to get rocks, but no. We'll just patch. They should knock again. Right? No. Or Cudgel. Cudgel was the same thing. Alright, we'll click Malignant Chain because it's Taunt Ogerpon. Oh my god. We're getting every fucking poison. It's crazy. Alright. No self hits though. What a weird fucking video. I don't know. This is looking decent though, because like we have our hazards up. We have a spike up. We can go for the speed tie to break this balloon. Even if we lose it, we have crown. So it's not the end of the world, but we win it. Maybe they expected us to be a defensive one. Oh, they clicked chain. Huh. Maybe it's not a speed tie then. Maybe this Pech is like slower, but it doesn't really make sense why they did this sequence. They expected us to keep Pech, but we don't really need it for anything because it's in range of everything. So yeah, very weird. Let's just click chain again. Okay, we don't get the poison. Brings in crown, which is not ideal, but we'll just spam Tachyon anyways. It's whatever. Now that's a max Spadef Lu for sure. Yeah, 15 each. They get up every hazard, and they also have a Ruination on us. Valiant is really scary. But I think they have to Zama now. Yeah, they definitely have to Zama. We could actually Pech on the crunch. Oh, they don't. I'll just click Tachyon again. And now we can hard Lu. Maybe we should have always harded Lu, but I think it's fine. Yeah, because we eat this no matter what. If it brings in Zama, he's forced to CC us. Yeah. Which means we can go Valiant. And if he tears Zamazenta, he loses Dragonite, so he knows he can't do that. Thunderbolt should knock that out. Oh. Wow, Moonblast. Moonblast like max rolled or something then. Damn, okay. Okay, we'll crown. They win the speed tie, but we eat that anyways. Now where do they go? Zama? Can Zama and Crunch force us to bring in Deoxys? But now we just Deoxys and Psycho Boost. Could also knock off. Nah, we'll Psycho Boost. Alright, force the Terra Dark. In case they roar, we might as well go Petch here. Alright, now we bring in our Dragonite. They crunch us. Oh, it's Mirror Herb. Now that's crazy. It's gotta be Stone Edge. Will they CC us though? Oh, they don't. Oh, fuck. Oh, we trolled so many games. We should have Terra'd, because why would they can't assume we're E-Speed. They have to just attack into us because they can't assume we're E-Speed. Fuck. Oh god, we trolled so hard. Fine, we'll say GG. God damn it. Okay. Let's see where we ended up. Oh wow, we are so far below. You know what? We have to get another one. We have to end on a win. Oh, famous last words said by anyone playing Pokemon. We have to get another one, and we face Trick Room. God. Alright. I think we're okay, because we have Specs Crown. Specs Crown looks amazing, because obviously it beats Hat, beats Mimikyu. Don't actually know what they do here. Yeah, they have the Hard King Gambit and take a ton of damage. Okay, that's way less than I thought. But we'll just go Tinglu. They Swords Dance. Just Ruination. Oh, they're also Terra Blessed. I got up a Spike. And then I'll click Ruination. Trolled. Alright. Valiant? Yeah, Valiant knocks this out now. I assume they want to keep this to revive it, yeah. And is red card Mimikyu, right? No, not. Okay, let's just Moonblast again. They Trick Room. So let's click Calm Mind. For no reason, like it doesn't matter. This is scary. This is really scary now. Why are we facing so many Terra Fairy King Gambits? Alright, the Calm Mind should protect us from like Kyurem or Raging Bolt getting sent in right now. Like I think it forces them to go Gambit. Okay, they go Ursaluna. Does it protect? We'll Moonblast regardless. Okay, we actually dropped to Earthquake. I'm surprised about that. Okay, how do we beat Ursaluna? Anyone have suggestions? I don't have any. Could Pivot Petch. Might be our only play. Okay. Let's go back to Dragonite. Okay. Do we need Dragonite? I think we do. Now let's go Crown. And then just take our Tachyon damage. Yeah. Okay, they sack Kyurem. That means we might not need to Terra our Dragonite later. We can Terra our Petch instead. Gambit back in. I'll hard Dragonite. I don't think you're gonna sucker, but it's the safe play. Now I'll go back to Crown. Okay, they want Raging. We'll just click Psyshock for that chip. Pecharunt might be able to do it, but it's really scary. I think we lose. I think Hat just Healing Wishes something. We lose. If we Dragonite first, we have to Terra to knock this out. Or we could just Raw Earthquake and assume they won't clap. That actually might be our play. Because he can't let us Dragon Dance. Okay. Okay. Let's hard Deoxys. Let's Poison Jab. Okay, cool. We just wasted 2 turns of Trick Room. Oh, if we get the Poison... Oh, wow. Okay, let's Petch first, actually. Yes, if they revive Gambit, we Terra Malignant Chain. Okay, this is why you don't beat Terra Ghost. Oh, we would have lived. That's fucking crazy. Yo, Petch, you're crazy. Wait, Petch is insane. What the fuck? It would have lived without our Terra Water? Well, whatever. Alright, nice. That was a very clean game by us at the end. That was very good. And that is a good one to end it on. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you very soon for the next video. Peace and take care. Bye-bye.